Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Flight Lessons in FS2020. This episode, we're going to be doing a flight plan. So, we're going to be flying from Sedona to Flagstaff, Pulliam. I don't know if this is going to be with visual marker assists or with a flight instructor, but we'll find out. So, let's go in. And I think it's going to be about 24 minutes of flight time. So this video suddenly is gonna be very long. But I think since we did episode 5, I believe, we did a full traffic pattern. And then the previous episode is 6. We did the same thing but without assistance from the flight instructor. So I think videos are getting pretty long here. We're into the flight and let's get ready to go.
I've always said flying is freeing. Open skies, endless possibilities. But to fully enjoy it, you need to be prepared.
Okay.
We're going to focus this lesson on navigation prep and procedures. The fundamentals of getting from point A to point B.
Okay.
Step 1, putting some distance between us and the ground.
Okay. Okay, so before we do that, of course, I have to check the flight controls. So, and yes, our flaps are not down. So flaps set. And then trim is at 0.1. And we check the lights. Yep. Yes. And then lastly, oh wow. Whoa, look at that. Oh wow, that's nice. Anyway, flight controls, ailerons. Okay. Elevator is okay. Rudder is okay. Yep, we're set to go. So we have to get some lights on in here. Normally I won't do that because it's daytime, but just to see things clear. Take off. And the parking brake is set. Okay. Yeah, like I said in one episode, I do not know why propeller planes like the Cessna want to turn to one side. So I hope that somebody would explain it to me in the comments. And yeah, I will reply to your comments once I'll read your comments and I'll reply to them as soon as I can. But anyways, onto the flight. Yep, taking off. Flaps up. Oh, okay.
All right, we're off. Now keep climbing around the airport till we reach 5,800 feet.
Okay, so we're just gonna do a. So we're gonna just. Since the plane wants to go left, I'm gonna make it go left. Oh boy, that's not pretty. I am having trouble with this thing. Oh yeah, navigation. Moon's Park heading 410 up. Oh, heading 41 degrees. But anyway, we just have to climb around this. We have to just circle and get to our cruise. 5,800. Okay. Okay, let's just stop turning here. Stop. Yeah, need to trim for a little bit. Oh, there we go.
It goes without saying, but good navigation starts with good departure prep. Let's
Okay.
set up the aircraft for the first leg of your trip.
Set cruise altitude. So we're climbing to 6,500. Let's aim for 7 to 8,000. So let's try that. I do not know why the plane wants to turn left, but it does. Ooh. climbing so fast? Oh yeah, I forgot we have to hold over the airport too. Yeah, we'll do 7,000 here. Here we are. Almost there. Yep. And then we'll just. Here we go. 1,000 to 100 to go.
Attitude? Check. Now for your heading. When you need to set and maintain a heading, you'll want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors.
Okay.
Especially during turns or while accelerating or decelerating. Go ahead and position your plane above the airport.
Doing that now. Departure position. Yep, I'm going to the airport now. Climbing a little bit. Playing the throttle back now.
Oh,
there we go.
one last bit of departure prep. We need to validate the time. That's a fancy way of saying start the clock.
Yep, start the clock. Let's start it.
On the nav log, you can see our next waypoint, Munns Park.
Munns Park.
It's at a 41-degree heading, about 5 minutes away.
Right.
Navigating is basically flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate, but if you track the time flown from your last known position, you'll always have at least a range for your current position.
Reach Munns Park Golf Club.
We all know speed can increase or decrease depending on the wind. That's why at your next waypoint you'll want to compare your estimated time en route with the actual time flown. Validate your estimate and your progress.
Okay, we're 1 minute in, so we've got 4 minutes to go. Our throttle should be around. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, whoa. That's not supposed to be like that. Alright. I'll just keep the view like this because we're in cruise basically. So, yep. Okay. Almost. So 4 minutes. So yep, we're cruised now at 7,000. No, we're at 6,900. Sorry. So basically, yeah, 4041. I don't need to have. I could fly with keyboard, but I have an extra controller, so yeah. Yeah, keyboard is this. That's keyboard. Xbox controller is this. So there is a difference in there between the two. So we are now 2 minutes to go. We're climbing a little bit. So I'm just constantly checking the nav log here for how far we are. Oh, I like that climb altitude, you know, slow climb. I'm gonna just let it climb just very slightly. I'm just incrementally increasing power while just trimming a little bit so that we just still climb very slowly. Because actually in airliners like the Boeing 777, at certain segments of the flight the plane would do a step climb, or you would be instructed by ATC to do step climb. I'm not sure, but normally the Boeing 777 would automatically do step climbs for you. So at a given time and waypoint, when the fuel level has decreased to a certain percent, then the plane will know when it's suitable to do a step climb. What I'm essentially doing is I'm just doing, technically it's a step climb. I'm just doing like a very very slow climb right now, so we can get to altitude pretty fast here. I mean, not pretty fast, but along the way we get to altitude. Go. Oh, we are, I think, yeah, we're here. So any time now. Oh, 20 seconds.
Good. You made it to Munns Park.
Uh-huh.
To the nav log,
An extra
you've
1
got
minute.
One more stop. Flagstaff Pulliam Airport.
Heading of
An easier way to
343.
navigate is to follow identifiable landmarks like highways. And just so happens we have one below us.
Great. So heading 343. So we'll just go 330 right now because our instructor said there's a highway beneath us. So we'll just go 330. Yep, our destination's in front. Oh, I overshot the heading again. That's okay. Oh, 330 is alright. That will basically point us in the vicinity of Flagstaff Pulliam Airport. I'm just gonna add more power again and trim as well. Yep, so we do that slow climb again. I'm gonna limit my climb speed to about 500 feet per minute so that it's not too fast that we lose too much speed, that we get to like 9,000 too quickly. I need to get heading 330 right now. Plane's turning left a bit. Maybe we'll try heading a bit to the, yeah, well, it's of course a bit to the north. Yeah, the heading is 343. Just have to try to maintain that heading. Oh, fart me. Reset. Says follow the highway. Follow the highway. Okay, so we have to point 300. 300. Where's the highway? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that's the highway. Okay. So now we slowly turn to 330. Yep, and then we go 343. At least 340 is what it's supposed to be. I think that is good enough. Oh, we're actually almost north, so yeah, I see the highway right beside us, so I'm just gonna be beside. Oh hey, there are cars down there. Sometimes I get itchy nose. Ooh, okay, I zoomed too far out. Let's head slightly to the north. I'm very comfortable with these type of flights, you know, very long flights, you know. These are the type of flights that I fly, but normally in airliners. Well, I spend so much time on the airliners, such as the Boeing 747 and Airbus A320. Not the Neo, it's just the A320, and Boeing 777 as well. I'm very familiar with those airliners, so I really spent most of my time just flying long international routes, and I've flown international route that I've flown in person, like let's say for example Vienna to Barcelona. that is flown, yeah, that is by Vueling, and it's a 1 hour flight. And yeah, and it's also flown by an Airbus A320. So the A320 Neo does work for that, but I just need the Vueling livery for it. Then I can essentially recreate that flight in the game. But the problem is the Barcelona airport does not have.
As you close in on Flagstaff Pulliam airspace,
Uh-huh.
next step is setting up to enter the traffic pattern.
Okay.
We've got clearance to enter the downwind leg and land on runway 21. Keep your attitude, then follow the standard pattern.
So, there's no add-on airport for Barcelona Airport, but there's already an add-on airport for Vienna International Airport, and at the moment, I'm still trying to download it, but the download doesn't seem to quite work just yet. But once I get that working, then I could start possibly another series after this one, where essentially, yeah, it's real-world flights that I flew as a passenger in FS2020. I won't title it that way, but I'll title it something else. I'll talk about it more possibly in the next episode, because there's plenty of time to fly in the next episode. Let's just go ahead and get ready to land here, and then yeah, we'll be in the downturn. So I don't need this anymore. Let the plane.
Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce your power.
Slowly reducing power. I think that sounds about right. Just making sure. And flaps down. There we go. Now we have to just start descending here, so power back again. It's not registering.
Power should be at idle now, so you're losing altitude while maintaining cruise attitude.
Oops. Ooh, don't kill the power completely. Killed it completely. Okay, I don't need you anymore. I can see something. Go. Yep. Oh, I can see the airfield. Yep, I see it just off to the left.
Finally, a landing on runway 21, and we'll call this one done.
Basically, yep. Oh, we're at flaps full. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go quiet now so that I can focus on my landing here. Yep, just about that. There we go. Pulling back. Just have to. There we go. It's gonna be completely. Yep, that's all right. Yeah, I like this landing. Just gonna stick it down. Oops. Okay. Let it down. Hey. There we go. We're way off to the side, but what matters the flare. Okay. So we just landed on the right side of the runway. Flaps. Because taxiway is coming up here.
All right, successful VFR flight in the books. Not bad. Not bad at all.
We did it! Hey! Alright. So yeah, I've also learned how to use the heading indicator. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you just have to know the heading towards the waypoint so that you'll actually aim for the waypoint. And yes, I was also counting how far by minutes it takes to get from one waypoint to the other if I start the timer correctly, which I doubt I would use. Anyway, that is episode 7 of Flight Tutorials in FS2020. Pretty long video, I'd say. This is going to take a while to edit down. I'll try my best to make this video as short as I can, because the next episode is going to be the final episode of this series. I'm afraid that this next episode is also going to be long. I'll also try my best to edit that down to make it as short as I possibly can. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.
Your way to